Welcome guys to our weekly mentorship video. So we're going to look at a couple of assets, starting with the dollar index, and then we'll look at some of the majors that have got setups that are worth looking at, setups that are worth following through during the course of the week. So first things first, we're going to have a look at our calendar. As you can see, today was a bit quiet in terms of fundamentals. We didn't have much fundamentals that could have given us displacement, and I've already mentioned it on the group to say Monday won't be an ideal day to trade. But looking ahead to tomorrow is an ideal day to be in the markets. We've got a few service PMIs that are going to be published, and those beginning with most of them from the Euro region. We're going to have service PMI for the Euro, and then we also have service PMIs for pound, manufacturing PMI, and composite PMI. And then heading into New York Open, we've got also service PMI and manufacturing PMI for the dollar. That's on Tuesday. A very good week to trade, a very good day to trade, because there's gonna be displacement, right? And then looking ahead to Wednesday we've got your usual suspects, crude oil inventories, and we've got Atlanta Fed GDP for Q1. We also have core retail sales for the CAD, right? And early in the morning we're gonna have CPI for AUD. Then Thursday, it's a holiday for Australia and New Zealand, so expect low volatility if you're trading AUD cross pairs. But currency pairs like AUD USD, they are going to move because we've got GDP for the United States. Then we conclude on Friday with core PCE index that is right during New York Open. So expecting Friday, Thursday and Tuesday to provide huge displacement, which is what we require as traders. We need movement. So looking onto DXY, right, we've got our weekly fair value gap. I've already shared with you guys this in the mentorship group. So if you're not in the mentorship group, you might need to join the group, because this video here I'm just going to be summarizing what I've already explained in the group. So I'm looking for dollar to trade from internal range liquidity of sell stops, targeting external range liquidity of buy stops, meaning I'm bullish on the dollar index. We're looking for price to go to the upside, right? So with that in mind, we need to see price displacing from lower time frame discount areas. So Thursday's low is a good starting point. You can see this is Monday. We already have Monday's candle there. The green candle, that's our Thursday low, which is right the low of the fair value gap on the daily time frame. So when price approaches that point of reference, that reference point, you need to be in a position to come up with a decision whether there is signs that market is going to go to the upside or it's going to continue moving lower. So the catalyst that we have, we've got service PMI, that's tomorrow. They could take price lower. Service PMI, they could take price lower if they come out negative, but if they come out positive, then you expect price to move to the upside. So if we go to the H4, which is our entry time frame, so you need to be in a position to have your discount arrays marked out properly on the H4 time frame. So we've got this bullish order block just above our higher time frame discount array in the form of a weekly fair value gap, daily fair value gap. So I'm expecting price to find support and then push to the upside, targeting 107. Right, that's on dollar index. You can go as low as say 1 hour if you want to be precise in terms of your pricing. Right, so you can see we're not that far away from that H4 bullish order block. Right, and then looking also another pair that I've got on my watch list is USD CAD. All right, with USD CAD, when we go to the weekly chart, I'm bullish on dollar index. So I'm bullish on dollar index. Looking at USD CAD, you can see we've got our fair value gap right here. This is our weekly fair value gap, right? And you can already see the current weekly candle is almost at 50%. It did touch 50% of the fair value gap, right, which is our equilibrium point, and price hasn't continued going to the downside. Right, so with sales PMIs tomorrow, with a whole bunch of news that are coming in tomorrow, it will be ideal to be looking for long opportunities on USD CAD. This is a level where you need to be hunting for long opportunities, because right now price is in discount. It's trading right into discount. Ideally, it would be nice if it can reach 1, 2, 3, the week of April the 1st, right? Week of April the 1st. If price could reach the high of the week of April the 1st, that would be an ideal scenario. So let's go to the daily chart. So this is a currency pair that I'm going to be monitoring. Right, on the daily chart, we've got this here. That's our daily. We've got this level here. Okay, I need to adjust this one here to that. Right, so you can see where price is dropping into. Right there. So I'll be expecting price to push to the upside, and also targeting what? External range liquidity of buy stops just above the previous week's high. Right, so this is Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday's high. So last week's high will be the target for long opportunities on USD CAD. Now remember guys, you need to be in a position to react to the fundamentals, also to what's happening on the fundamental side. As you have noted, if you have noted from last week's, I think previous week or 2 weeks back, I did another weekly forecast video, and market turned upside on dollar, yet I was bearish, and the reason for that was the fundamentals that came out. You see, the fundamentals that came out pushed dollar higher. You see, we're talking of this move here on USD CAD. Price moved to the upside, so you should be in a position to react and see how market is reacting to the fundamentals that are coming out. So when we go to the H4 time frame, right, on the H4 time frame, this is why I'm saying price is in discount right now. So you can see we've got our bullish order block, and we've got our fair value gap. So that's a high probability bullish OB, right, where we are right now in terms of pricing. That's a high probability bullish order block, and price can move to the upside. You can see we've already made a low on USD CAD, and on dollar index we haven't yet made a low. We haven't traded below last week's low, so we've already made a low on USD CAD. So potentially USD CAD is reaccumulating in fair value. Remember, IPDA has got two things that it has to achieve. Number one is to seek liquidity. If price does not seek liquidity, it trades back to fair value. right? From fair value, then it can go in its intended direction model. So longs are ideal on USD CAD from areas of higher time frame discount areas. So we've got these two bullish order blocks. This one is a high probability because it's accompanied by a fair value gap. So you could also see price maybe take out this low of 11 April London session. Price can trade and fill up that imbalance there before it pushes to the upside. Then we also have, so that's USD CAD, right? So I'm going to look at one of opposing currency pairs. I'm going to look at pound USD. So with pound USD, it's going to be opposite. We need to be looking for shorting opportunities, right? So shorting opportunities on pound USD, right? So this is fair value, right? Now this also is going to illustrate the notes that I shared in the group. You can see the current monthly candle on pound USD. This candle is left with I think 6 or 7 days of trading activity before it closes. If this candle closes as it is, right, this fair value gap here, the chances of it holding price or providing support diminish. So if they diminish, if there's no longer support being provided by this fair value gap, where is price likely to trade to, right? Internal range liquidity, right? We've already traded above external range, right? Now we are seeking what? Internal range liquidity. We've already traded this low, we've taken out this low, we've taken out, and price is pushing to the downside. So I'm expecting price to trade from premium going lower. And where is premium? If we look at this chart, old lows, right? That's an old low. This one, that's an old low. That becomes our premium array, right? So you'll be anticipating price to most probably trade to that level before it continues going lower. You see, that's what I'm expecting on pound USD. So I'm looking for shorting opportunities on lower time frame. So that's the monthly. Let's go to the weekly chart, right? So on the weekly chart, you can clearly see price is trading into a weekly bullish order block. What do we need for price to find support here? Boom, you go to your calendar. These composite PMI, manufacturing PMI, service PMI that are coming out at 10:30, they need to be positive for pound USD to find support to push to the upside, which is what we need. We need it to push to the upside so that it trades back into premium, right? Our narrative is for hunting shorting opportunities, right? So we need pound USD to trade higher for us to look for shorting opportunities. So the service PMI, the manufacturing PMI, and the composite PMI that are coming out tomorrow at 10:30, they're going to provide a narrative that we can look at and decide whether we are going to short or go long for the week on pound USD, right? We go to the dollar, to the daily chart, right? So on the daily chart, you can see our market structure: drop base, drop base, drop base. We're trading back into premium and shooting down, right? So the old low that I marked is right here. So expecting price to retrace to this level, right? Once it gets to those levels, then you should be hunting for shorting opportunities, targeting old monthly lows, right? So for your entry time frame, which is H4, you need to define your premium arrays. We've got one right here, high probability bearish order block. We've got a high probability bearish order block right here, right? And we also have a bearish order block. It's also a high probability. It's accompanied by fair value gap. You see this level here, we only have like about maybe 2 or 3 candles, H4 candles from now until tomorrow 10:30. Yeah, we've got like 3 H4 candles, and price will definitely showed you where its intended pricing model is, right? So you can see right there, that's our fair value gap monitoring for this week, expecting that level to provide resistance and price pushes lower, right? Then finally, let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD is also going to be hunting for shorting opportunity. This is almost the same as Pound USD. So if you start from the monthly chart, you can clearly see this is the low that I've highlighted, and price has already traded through. So we're targeting price this old low, this swing low here. That's your ultimate target. I think euro is gonna reach parity, folks. We are going to see parity in euro as long as the US keeps printing. Yeah, for those of you who don't follow much of fundamentals, the US is printing at an alarming rate. They need to finance the wars and all that. The further they keep financing those wars, we are going to see a strong dollar, and we're going to see a strong precious metal. So this is the weekly chart for Euro USD. I'm expecting shorting opportunities from this level here, right? This is a level which should be hunting for shorting opportunities. If we trade above last week's high, we are already at an old low that was broken to the downside. That's our bearish breaker, right? We are targeting this level here, most probably parity, right? 1:1 with the dollar. So this level here is your most important level, and on daily, yeah, we are still a couple of pips away from that level, but yeah, price can trade to those levels before it starts turning to the downside. And what do we have on the calendar tomorrow? We've got service PMIs for the euro. So we would want these to be positive for price to push higher. The better if they come out negative, because it means price is going to continue going lower. And when we go to your H4 time frame, that's where you need to define level which price should find resistance for it to push lower. So the outcome of those service PMI is crucial. You see, that's our fair value gap on H4, right? We've got internal range here. If we're looking at the H4, this swing high to this swing low, everything inside here is internal range. Everything outside becomes external range, right? So now go to the H1, right? So you can see that fair value gap. You need price to reach into this level here, heading into those 10:30 or 10 a.m., 9 a.m. PMIs. For price to find resistance, those service PMI should come out negative, right? For price to find resistance, the service PMI must come out negative, and price is gonna push lower. So we're bearish on Euro USD and Pound USD, and then we are long on USD CAD and also dollar index. Just a quick glance on the precious metal. I don't know how far we can go to the downside, but just like I said, during rallies you need price to trade back. Those dips, they are your ideal levels where you need to be hunting for long opportunities. Dips are ideal levels for you to hunt for long opportunities, and we are now reaching an H4 discount array that should provide support in terms of price. Let's go to the daily chart quickly. Right there, you see we're now reaching a level where price is likely to now find support on the precious metal. Take note how we haven't yet breached any significant loss, right? So this down close candle, when price is bullish, down close candles typically provides support, just like what we saw here. Price pushed the next 2 days after it traded into a down candle. Right now we are almost breaching the open of this down candle, and price is still pushing to the downside. Let's look on the weekly chart. So this is our weekly chart. There isn't nothing much in terms of RS that you need to look at, but when we go to the H4 now, you can see that this fair value gap here, price will definitely find support before it pushes to the upside again. Then what else should we look at? Let's see CHF. Let's see what's happening with CHF. So with USD CHF, you'll be hunting for long opportunities, targeting external range liquidity. So this is your level that price is going to be looking to trade to, right? So hunting for long opportunities on USD CHF is your ideal approach onto this currency pair, right? Let's go to the daily chart. See, the price action is really not that smooth. Okay, this was weird. This price action on Thursday was something else. So you can see that wick there, that's a run-off stop. So there was a breakout to the downside. That must be fundamental. Something happened there. I haven't been following on CHF that much, but you can clearly see how price couldn't trade below this down candle here because market is bullish. So we're looking for price to go to the upside. So areas like these here, see this level here, that level should provide support, and then price push to the upside. Then we also have Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar, hunting for shorting opportunities on Aussie dollar. We've got a weekly bearish order block there. We don't have any fair value gap. Let's look at NZD quickly. We also have our weekly bearish order block, but we don't have a fair value gap. So it's something to take note of. You're probably gonna get it maybe on the daily chart, like on NZD USD. You can see right there, price is in premium right now. On NZD USD, price is inside the premium array, which is our fair value gap. This one is high probability, I can mark all of them, guys. You can clearly see this is a bearish order block, high probability because it's accompanied with a fair value gap. Same applies if you also go to Aussie dollar. You're probably gonna see the same structure. You can see there, that's Aussie dollar, high probability, fair value gap. Right now price is inside fair value after what? Taking out old lows. See, from seeking liquidity, price returns to fair value. From fair value, what you anticipate, move in its intended directional bias, right? So this old low here on Aussie dollar, right here, right there, this is the level that we broke to the downside, and you can see we're already above it. So you also need to look at this old low right there. If you're watching this video before tomorrow New York session, right? If you're watching this video before tomorrow New York session, take note of these areas that I've highlighted. Price would definitely find a bit of resistance there and push lower. Why am I saying that? Because we are right here. You see, old low broken to the downside. When price returns, it becomes a premium array, right? So expecting price to move lower from those levels of interest. So yeah, that's pretty much about it in regards to this week's approach. So you just need to pick which one you are going to be looking ahead to, which one you're going to be following, and make sure you highlight your institutional order flow. If you have any questions, you can just send them on the group and I can attend to the question and share my thoughts and thinking. So yeah, with that, let me not take much of your time, gents and ladies. I wish you guys good luck and happy trading. Thank you.